How are you? I'm doing great, thanks to you, and thanks to a big save of my tooth also. Dr. Tismensky fixed my failing root canal.
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and your practice.
I've been doing it for 25 years. I started practicing in Michigan, and I moved to Chicago in 2007. So I've been here for many years, and we've built out three locations. So one of them is here in Mount Prospect, and the other two on the south side and southwest side. One in Chicago Ridge, and the other one in Joliet. And so we have several doctors working with us as well, several endodontists that take care of our patients. And so in your specific case, you had a previous root canal with untreated nerve, untreated root. And so what happened is, you develop a swelling and a little bump on the gum and all that with pain. And so what we did, we retreated your tooth in 2 visits by opening up the tooth from the top and cleaning out the previous root canal, getting rid of all the bacteria, finding the other nerve, and placing some medicine in there. And then in a couple of weeks, I finished it off, and then we made sure that bump has healed and your swelling went away. And it's healing now and looks very nice.
It's very nice, and I don't feel it like you mentioned like after the first visit that I might feel discomfort and pain, but it was no pain like whatsoever. I felt right away the relief. And what's funny is that this tooth was treated long time ago, and after so many years, like all of a sudden I'm putting my makeup on and I'm like, feels weird. I was like, okay.
So what can happen is that it's been functioning for a while, and after a while, what can happen is bacteria can actually penetrate between the tooth and the filling and cause the infection inside the root canal space. Especially if there's an extra nerve, there's a dead tissue in there that is food for bacteria actually, and that's what happens occasionally. In fact, 30% of what I do is actually redoing old root canals. And so bread and butter, of course, is the regular root canals. We do that, and then we redo them. And then there's another procedure that we commonly do, which is called a apicoectomy, which is a surgical procedure where we remove the infection from the end of the root surgically. So that can happen too. But in your case, you didn't need that, which is great, And then the second visit that you came, everything was healing, and we just sealed it up.
No numbing.
For the second visit, we didn't have to do the numbing. But sometimes, a lot of practitioners numb you up for the second visit too. It's just my preference is not to if I can. And people typically do well, and then they don't really experience pain when I do that. Maybe just a little zing, like nothing big.
Nothing big. You said I'm gonna feel it. You are about to feel something, and I felt, and I'm waiting for this to escalate.
Usually not. Whether you get an anesthesia or you get this, it's a little poke. Either way, you get a poke.
Well, yeah,
it's not a big deal. But usually people like that because number one, they don't go numb for 3 hours or something like that afterwards. And second, what's nice is if you don't have pain now, when I'm done with you, it's not going to happen later. So that's kind of nice about that.
Yeah. So tell me, because this is your specialty. That's what you do. How many root canals? I don't know, per month, per year. Do you count?
I personally do. Well, we don't really count, but I know I do over 1,000.
Wow.
So about 1,000. Practice each practitioner does about 1,000 root canals a year, and so that's a lot of root canals. So we have a lot of experience treating that for 20-some years, and it's a lot of root canals.
And you have all this great equipment. You working with the new technology.
Yes, we routinely use microscopes and routinely use three-dimensional views, three-dimensional images, I should say, so we could see the tooth in 3 dimensions if necessary. For example, like in your situation, your tooth typically has 1 root, 1 nerve, but it happened to have 2. So it was super evident on a cone beam image, which is 3-dimensional image. And so that was like easy to know that we got to go there and find it and all of that stuff, and then it's going to work. So that, and other than that, we're always up on new technology and new things that we're always learning. So, and trying to incorporate that into our practice. All of our docs are good. They're very, very, very good with lots of experience. Dr. Park has been here over 5 years. Dr. Mary Roman has been there over 7 years. Dr. Corden has been there for several years, and she's been practicing for, I think, 8 or 9 years. So we have experienced docs can take care of you easily.
They make you feel comfortable. I was recording them when they work and when they interact with patients. So I see that. I was like, you guys care about patients. I know everybody say that at their practices, but this is like, I can feel it. I can feel it from the bystander watching, but I also felt like being extra taken care of while I was here.
Well, in my view, the most important thing is to connect to a person that sits in front of you. And once you do that, once you kind of get along with that person or connect to them, it's, I don't know, the healing happens. The healing happens better, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I have a question because it always intrigues me, like when I'm on the chair, like whoever is, and you ask something and they have a mouth full of everything and they answer. It's so funny every time. You ask me something, I don't know what it was.
Dentists have a
third sense
tendency. No, they have a tendency to ask questions when they have a needle in your mouth.
Like, how was your summer?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of.
Do you understand most of the answers, or?
We do, but like it's really weird here. I shouldn't be asking questions when I have a needle in my mouth. You know, or when there's like things, mouthful of things, you know. Mm-hmm. But that's a joke, of course. But it is what it is.
But it's also, it feels. I mean, I cannot answer, and I'm worried like you're not gonna get what I said. But then you being interactive with the patient like this, I think it helps a lot. And when you talk through my root canal, like my injector talks through my, like whatever she does to my face, like every step of the way.
Well, it's actually what happens is like a lot of people appreciate when explanations are coming throughout the treatment. Some people don't like it, and they, you know, I ask them like, would you like me to like talk you through this and all that? And some people, no, you know, just do it, you know. And then we still keep talking a little bit, but not much. But others. I describe what I'm doing, and the time kind of goes by faster, and then before you know, you're done.
Yes,
you know,
that's what happened to me.
So that's kind of nice.
So let me ask you one more thing. For every day you're here, of course, what do you do for fun to just reset before every other day? If you've got patients, you need to be on the top every time.
I don't know. I think like going to the gym helps me a lot.
Do you punch the bag sometimes because you have a bad day?
No, I never punch the bag. No. I just lift weights a little bit with my buddy, and sometimes with my son. You know, spending time with family when we get home. Like my wife works in a clinic as well. So when we get home, we just really never talk. We never talk office. We just take care of our kids. Yeah. We you know, a bunch of activities like anybody else. You know, like any other family. We're just kind of normal.
Do you love Chicago summer?
Love Chicago summer. Like playing volleyball a lot in the summer.
That's nice.
It's very nice. Well, biking with kids and.
I think we are being pulled to the patient, so I will let you go. Thank you so much for talking.
Thank you for stopping by.
And I will see you definitely soon. And
for a checkup.
For checkup,
and you better have a crown on the tooth.
Yes, and I'm going to see Dr. Gromov for my crown. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.